And finally we come to a clown called Alex. Alex was driving on a suspended license and expired plates, which he did indeed plead guilty to and got 180 days in jail. But he got a deal of the century because he got 175 days suspended, and for the other 5 days, if he wanted to get them suspended, then all he would have to do is get a new license in the state where he was. Seems pretty straightforward, but remember, these are geniuses. So he's missed the deadline for getting the license. Now he's even with a 3-month extension. Judge, and now be a genius too.
So, tell me what's going on, Mr. Cordderero. Well, you didn't show up for the jail report day.
I showed up here and talked to the ladies up front. And they told me to call them the following day, and they told me that you were gonna explain to me everything that I was gonna have to do.
That's not what is explained to me. You came here to give me a letter.
No, I was here and I asked the lady, like, do you want me to turn myself in right now? And she told me that you were gonna explain it to me today. I came to turn myself in, they told me something else.
Bring Angeline here. Okay.
So since Genius said that, they go get the clerk, and this is her here. Go.
Mr. Cordderero is telling me that he turned himself in to report to jail to the court on December 3rd, and you guys turned him away. Is that what happened?
Did I give you guys the piece of paper? And you guys told me that to call tomorrow, and you guys told me that.
Wait a minute, that's different, Mr. Cordderero, than what you just told me.
No,
Wait a minute, be quiet. You told me you showed up on the day you were supposed to report to jail, and the clerk of courts turned you away. Now you're telling her that you actually gave something in writing to her.
Yes.
So tell me what's the truth. Did you show up and turn yourself in, or did you come here and deliver a letter?
I showed up to do both.
Vasquez, did he tell you he's turning himself in? Yeah.
I don't remember that.
What a genius answer, instead of just saying what's obviously no.
Why would I show up to court and not turn myself in?
Because you turn yourself into the jail. You don't turn yourself into the court, and the only reason you come to court is to ask for another extension, which is what your letter essentially does. Thank you, Ms. Vasquez. You're excused. You know, when people call my clerks out, I'll bring them in.
That's what happened.
Mr. Cordderero, you're full of it. Absolutely full of it. I've been doing this thing for 36 years. You think I'm stupid? Think I was born yesterday?
Well, I think that would all depend, because his first attempt at getting his secretary to come in here and speak as the truth and to give such a bullshit answer, it all kind of depends now on whether or not he actually gives him a punishment for lying so badly under oath in court in front of...
You certainly are acting like it, and yet I'm going to give you another break.
Well, it looks like there's two geniuses in court today.
Okay, I will recall the jail commitment, but you'll have until January 13th to pay it all in full. If you're not valid by then, just bring your clothes. You're going to spend 5 days in jail.
And so how did it all end up? Well, like Scott, he got off free.
Tuesday, you'll be back in Louisiana. So he's not going to be sitting for not too long. I don't feel comfortable doing it, man. You scare me, dude.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Good morning, Mr. Huggins. So understand that your lawyer is here because he wants me to set you a bond. I don't know anything about you. I've never met you before. I know that you're going to tell me it's little bunnies jumping in the woods, but really, what matters to me are two things. Number one, what are you charged with? Are you a dangerous person? And most importantly, are you going to go back to the demanding jurisdiction? I have no idea. We have to get to know you in the short time now, 20 seconds, just to see who you are. So, Mr. Kim, tell me about it.
Yes, Judge. Defendant is wanted at East Baton Rouge Parish, Louisiana for a domestic abuse, battery, strangulation, or equivalent of impeding breath. State would be opposed to bond. Defendant is currently on deferred adjudication for aggravated robbery, where he was the driver and there was a firearm involved. During the aggravated robbery deferred, he picked up a misdemeanor possession of marijuana, which alone, that wouldn't be sufficient to bring up the court. But the fact that one of his conditions on his deferred adjudication was to not consume any marijuana, he violated said provisions, and then now he picks up a strangulation. The warrant was 10 days old when he.
So this case here, this is a new case?
Yes, Judge. It was issued out January 14th. And so because of the repeated violations, the offense being one of them, the state would be opposed to bond.
If I may, Your Honor.
Please.
Mr. Huggins has already retained counsel for the New Orleans case. Eric Hayes, I have been in communication with him. I think it's important for the court to know, as it relates to the allegations out of Baton Rouge, that it was actually the complaining witness mother who hired us to be here this morning on behalf of Mr. Huggins. I also think it's important for the court to know, even though it is triable facts for the Louisiana case, she also sent us over several videos. We're confident that he will appear in New Orleans because he's already retained counsel. We believe that he won't have a problem complying with all of the things that's been outlined here in Harris County, seeing that he does have strong ties to the community and he is employed. And because of that, Your Honor, we do believe that there are conditions that can be put in place if the court elects to give him a bond, such as an ankle monitor, to ensure that, one, the court knows where he is and that the community is safe. And then also he has already retained counsel, Mr. Eric Hayes, for that matter, out in Baton Rouge. So I believe I have no reason to believe he won't answer to Baton Rouge, and I don't have any reason to believe he won't comport with the conditions here in Harris.
You're a dangerous person, man. How old is he? 22, 23?
Yes, Judge. And to add, for what it's worth, he already had a GPS ankle monitor as a condition of his deferred when the strangulation happened, or at least according to the conditions. And
Was he not supposed to go there too?
No, it's just one of the arguments made by counsel was to have a GPS monitor secured.
This is that, it's such a short time. He's picked up this case. He picked up, I guess, a weed case, and he's on probation for an aggravated robbery. I mean, really.
Full disclosure, there was a motion to adjudicate, but in the Brenham case that was dismissed. I don't have the files for the Brenham one, but I presume because the deferred was cured that they didn't pursue it. But he was only charged and it was later dismissed, but it was 2023. So obviously very recent.
Let me ask you this. Is he on bond for did they file a motion to adjudicate on the
aggravated robbery, but then that was dismissed on October 16th.
So he has no holds now, right?
Currently, yes, Judge.
And it was dismissed because the Brenham marijuana case was ultimately dismissed.
Yes.
I'm not comfortable giving you a bond now, Mr. Huggins. I think you're a dangerous person, man. You picked up that case over there. You're on probation for an aggravated robbery where there's a gun, and I don't know if there's shooting involved, but the good news is that it's only Louisiana. We have buses coming in and out probably 2 times a week to take people back because we have so many people from Louisiana here. So once you waive extradition, Monday, Tuesday, you'll be back in Louisiana. So he's not going to be sitting for not too long. I don't feel comfortable doing it, man. You scare me, dude. So you said he has waived, right?
Yes, Judge.
Sorry, counsel. But the good news is that he'll be back lickety split, in was it Lafayette?
It's East Baton Rouge,
Baton Rouge.
Currently the aggravated robbery doesn't have a new MAJ based on the impeding or the strangulation, and so I can't speak for the trial bureau, but if they decide to revoke.
So Huggin, you got to understand, when you're on felony probation, something like that, you got to live with a halo on your head because you could be looking at 20 years, man. All right. Thanks.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir.
I do hope you liked that selection of cases here on Off the Record. If you did, then please leave us a like, and even better, if you are new, please subscribe, and I'll do my best to keep whoever you're watching my channel with entertained, so at least it will take their mind off being hungry. And if you are looking for another episode that has all the boring stuff cut out and gives you just the good stuff, then here a couple that may interest you. Enjoy.